Hi, I'm Raymond Cole, and I'm going to talk about two things tonight. I'm going to talk about power, which is something that we all probably think about, and I'm going to talk about aliens, which is something that I think about a lot. So tonight I would like to propose that extraterrestrial beings are not only on this planet, but play a major part in world events. And even though it's unclear exactly what form these beings might take, for the sake of my argument, I'm going to refer to them as reptilians. Now, there are two main issues that I think we can work through when we start to think about reptilians. The first is Fermi's paradox, and the second is what I like to call the power paradigm. And I'm going to start with that first, since it's likely a little more familiar. Recent ecological thought has pointed out that creatures tend to survive best, not when they compete best, as Darwinists had claimed, but when they can cooperate best. Likewise, one of the kind of fundamental traits of a healthy human is its ability to empathize. Indeed, no one's going to want to reach over and smack the person sitting next to them unless you're in a relationship or something. As an individual gains power, however, things begin to change. And while not all people in high places are what I would call evil, there certainly are enough ne'er-do-wells, and the systems themselves set up in such a way that violent, that destructive, and just plain inexcusable actions are being perpetrated on a worldwide scale. Indeed, the very existence of a state or a government with monopolized lethal force is somewhat indefensible, but that's a topic for another talk. Essentially, the power paradigm goes like this. Systems of power, both political and economic, are set up in such a way that as individuals move higher and higher in the ranks, certain attributes become more pronounced. These attributes include aggression, territoriality, and a love of hierarchy and ritual. Furthermore, all of these attributes are also common to something that scientists call the R complex of the brain. The most ancient part of the brain, Paul MacLean named this the R complex, also known as the reptilian complex. This part of the brain, latent in all of us, seems to become dominant as an individual moves higher in existing systems of power. And so, is the reptilian brain being remotely manipulated from somewhere on or near Earth? Or do the present power structures stem from plans put into place throughout human history by extraterrestrial invaders? Or, as some writers have theorized, is the White House peopled with shapeshifters themselves? Now, this brings me to the second major point, which is Fermi's paradox. In the past, it was believed that the Earth was unbelievably rare, a not too big, not too small, not too near, not too far planet, capable of supporting water and life. And so we used to think that this rare Earth hypothesis was true, that the Earth was unfathomably rare. But as decades have gone by and telescope power has improved, every year we're finding more and more exoplanets, planets outside the solar system, that look like they could be similar to Earth. And so it's becoming increasingly clear that Earth-like planets are common. And in our galaxy alone, if 1 in a million stars has an Earth-like planet, 1 in a million Earth-like planets has life, 1 in a million life-bearing planets has intelligent life, then the galaxy should be a place teeming with civilizations that would make the civilizations of Earth look paltry in comparison. And so the question becomes, as theoretical physicist Enrico Fermi so succinctly put it, where are they? Many possible explanations have been offered, such as that the aliens have built their computer games too well, or that they have moved on to another dimension. But I believe the most compelling answer is that we are living in a zoo. Researcher Charles Fort writes, "Once upon a time, this Earth was a no-man's land that other worlds colonized and explored here and fought with themselves for possession. But that now, the Earth is owned by something." And so we don't see evidence of all the goings-on in the galaxy because someone doesn't want us to see. Now, whether we're planetary sea monkeys or genetic fodder or something else entirely is hard to say. But it would seem that the power structures here on Earth continue on into the power structures which exist far above our planet, crossing through various civilizations and intelligent life forms. And they all have agendas that we can't begin to realize, at least for now. Now, I don't want to appear all doom and gloom. I think there is hope. And I think that the human race has much it can bring to the time ahead and to the galaxy as a whole. And the first step to our freedom is to tear down the existing totalitarian structures here on this planet and make room for a new age of free, non-coercive mass cooperation and advancement, both in science and technology, as well as in morality. I'm Raymond Cole. My website is walkingwithreptilians.com if you'd like to know more. Thank you.